Is property photography a way of making money? The basic question that I got here. Here's a very quick answer if you can't be bothered watching the rest of the video. The answer is no. If you want to know my reasoning behind that and why you may think it doesn't apply to yourself, carry on watching the rest of the video. Okay, so got a question which is something which I normally in the past had been something that I would say, yeah, absolutely, you can make it a business, it's a good idea, not a problem. But as of 2020, things in the world have changed and attitudes have changed and priorities have changed for many people regarding finances and working environments and all that kind of stuff. So I got a good question from somebody saying, look, that they've lost their job and they were looking at ways to use their photography in a way to make a living, an earning somewhere else. And he's just wondering, is property photography, a good idea? Something which is my job. He said, looking at photos normally used by estate agents around my area, they are usually using point and shoot cameras or their phones. So I think there must be a market for this sort of business, but have no idea if it's likely to be profitable. Well, that's a question. That's a good. I would throw up a question mark there. If you're noticing that all the local businesses around there are using poor quality, well, is there a business? How do you see that business there? It's like, hey, we can provide a better service, but everyone goes, don't want a better service. It's a bit like the YouTube versus Vimeo. Vimeo came out at the same time as YouTube, kind of thing, and it was a better service. It was a better quality of upload that you could do, and then nobody wanted to use it because you had to pay for it. That was it. What was the other one? There was Flickr as well. That started charging, and it was like I could just put my photos up free onto Facebook. I'm not going to use the one that charges. Another example was was it Blu-ray versus HD DVD? Both came out. HD DVD was technically a more superior product, but in the end, nobody used it. So just because you have the ability to produce something which is superior to what is on the market doesn't, this is a horrible thing, doesn't actually mean that there is the business for it, that there is the business strategy for it. Sometimes the better business strategy is actually cheaper, more economical, rather than better quality. But as I say, everything has changed in the world just now. So first of all, you're saying that local businesses don't seem to be doing that. What I'd be saying is that if they're not doing it now, they're probably not looking into it just now, especially whenever their fees that will be coming in will be lower. If it's rental properties, there'll be lots of tenants defaulting on their rent. There'll be lots of tenants moving out of properties, moving back in with their parents, kind of stuff. So there'll be less income coming into a lot of the estate agents. For sales, certainly at the moment, there are no sales, so there's no money coming in for that at the moment. Logie, I'm just doing some work. Okay, I'm doing some work. So trying to persuade estate agents or sales agents to fork out cash for something which they haven't had to use before and haven't seen the need for it so far is going to be a difficult situation. The way that I promote the photography to the people that I'm dealing with is that the photography I take of people's houses aren't actually there to sell the people's houses. The photography that I take is there to promote the agent to get their next commission, to get their next sale or their next lead. Is when other people look at their website and see how good the quality is on their website, that they will get more business. So it's not about making just that property look good, it's about making the agent look good. So that's one thing that we need to try and get the agents to be aware of whenever doing it. But again, still, a lot of agents are like going, we sell all our houses, not a problem, I can do it with my point and shoot, I think it's good enough. A lot of people already think that they are good enough at it and they haven't had any complaints from it. And additionally, if the local market is generally that low quality, it sounds like the local people have a lower expectation. So they're not expecting higher quality images. Certainly in Edinburgh, where I am, 7 years ago, all the photos of all the properties were dismal. They were absolutely terrible. And then I would like to say I've had a little bit of an influence on it, but certainly now all the agents have really upped their game and all of them are really pushing professional images. What's the term? The a rising tide lifts all the boats, or something like that. So when one person gets good, they all start to get good. So you want to kind of promote yourself to any of the agents, saying, do you want to get ahead of your agents because I hear they're putting out certain images. Here's possibly a sneaky idea, is to go to an agent and say, hey, hello agent number 1, I've just seen on agent number 2 their photos are really good. I notice your images aren't as good. That might be a way to insult somebody straight away, but there's the idea of there's a couple of business strategies of foot in the door or door in the face styles of promotion. That would be door in the face promotion. No, it's not it's not door in the face. What is it? It's foot in the door. So you're like, hey, I'll give you photos for £10, and then when they go, oh yeah, that's great, you increase the price. The other one is it door in the face? Anyway, there's business psychology terms to go there, but one is just like, I see your competitors are doing well. Have you thought about doing professional photos? Here's our stuff here. Give me a call if you want to get some professional photos. Now, still, let's say they do. Let's say there's an agent that wants to use you. Is it going to be profitable? This is the problem I'm going to say here. Probably not. There are a lot of photographers out there that are potentially offering photographic services and offering them for cheap as chips, and possibly even saying, I'll do it for free, I just want to get a portfolio. And some agents will take that. I know of some agents in Edinburgh that have, like some other companies have brought in, hey, we're going to do videos and all that stuff, we'll do your first one for free, and they've gone, yeah, that's great, get a nice one of their biggest property, and then never use them again. So there is some of the agents will be using photographers as much as they can. So the advice I would say is, if you are thinking of doing property photography, you need to be able to offer more than just photography. So in my case, I do photography, I do floor plans, I do property films. I'm also working on doing live videos, so we can link it up to their Facebook or to their YouTube. I'm also doing walkthrough videos, so walkthrough being different from real estate video, and there's also a lot of the work that I've worked on is regarding the consumer protection rights, making sure that the product that we produce covers the agent so that they can't get in trouble with the property ombudsman regarding infringing some of the consumer protection rights regarding property misdescriptions or misleading clients. So there's also legal aspects which you can try and promote your photography to agents, saying, look, we will, by using me, you're protecting yourself from potentially misleading clients and potentially having claims put against you through the property ombudsman. But again, that'll be different in different regions of the country. Certainly in Scotland, it's like there's a Scottish ombudsman compared to the England, and if you're in different countries as well, so you've got to be able to offer not just one product, some photos. It's going to be photos, floor plans, videos, walkthroughs, drones. The other ones like Matterport, people are saying 3D scans. I'm on a few Facebook groups of Matterport things, and I'm not thinking of ever getting into Matterport from what I'm hearing, their customer service, and if things go wrong, you get no help from them whatsoever. Matterport haven't promoted themselves very well via their customer or their user base. The user base are just pretty much always complaining about them. So I'm like, I think I'll avoid that. So long story short, no, unless you can offer multiple things. But also, even if you can offer multiple things, if your agents in your area aren't already using it, it's going to be very difficult to get your foot in the door, because they clearly obviously don't see the value of higher quality images. So that would be the only thing, is like try and promote that idea to them. I also say try to go in fresh, as in with no contacts is going to be the most difficult business strategy. You want to be going in with contacts, and then that's how you can get away with building up a business. But trying to just kind of go, hey, I'm a live music and wildlife photographer. Do you want to get photos of a house? They're like, who are you, and what other agents have you worked for? You haven't worked in any of the ones around here, so we don't know you. So yeah, my advice would be no.